I just put y such that y equals 3. Bam. That means you cannot go nowhere else on this y-axis and go left or right to get to this graph. You can only go to the 3. Go to 3, and you can go left or right, and you will get to the graph. And you're done. That's the domain and range for number 4. Number 5, I'm not going to write the domain and range. What you need to do, you need to look at, hey, what's the x value for here, for this point. You know what? Let me highlight this for you. Okay. So you need to look at this point, what's the x value and the y value, what's the x and y, x and y, x and y. And you need to list it because it's a discrete function. So discrete function, you just list it. Okay, so I'm not going to do that one because you guys like, I got this. Now, going to number 6. Okay, we have a point here, and then we have a arrow. We have an arrow there. So let's do domain and range for this x, y. Okay, this continuous function here. So for the x, I'm looking at how far to the left does it go and how far to the right. Now, if you look here, on here, it's an arrow. So that means that it's approaching what? There you go. It's approaching negative infinity. Okay? It's approaching negative infinity. Now, when I go to the right boundary for x, it's got a closed circle. So for that closed circle here, it's x equals 4. It's saying x equals 4 there. So now it's 4, so is it getting larger than 4 or less than 4? There you go. So I'm writing here x such that x it's not getting bigger, but it's getting less than 4. And since that's a dark circle, you have to put the equal sign. And that infinity telling me it's approaching negative infinity. It's telling me it's getting less than 4. It's getting less than 4 because it's approaching negative infinity. So, bam. So it's written that x such that x is less than equals to 4. I don't know why I want to say negative. I think because of the negative infinity. So it go on to the left forever and ever. Okay, so I can go anywhere on the x-axis, including 4 and any number smaller to get to this graph. Okay. Now the range. So I'm looking for the lower boundary and the upper boundary. Here's the lower boundary. There we go. Right there. That's the lower boundary. Boundary for y equals, that's on the x-axis, meaning that's 0. Y equals 0. That's how low it goes. Y equals 0. Okay. Then it goes up. It goes up, and here, this is a arrow. So it's like it's not stopping. It's going to negative infinity. Okay? But you said, well, it's going to negative infinity when it go to the left. There you go. But it's sort of going slanted up. It's going left and up. Left and up. That's what you may want to put. This arrow here is going left and up. Okay? Left is negative. That's negative. Up is, if it's going up, that's positive. Okay? Because it's going up. So from 0, when you're at the y equals 0, it's going up. Look, that's 2. It's going up. So I can go anywhere up on the x-axis, meaning the number's getting larger. So that means that it's y such that y is greater than, that's a solid, greater than or equals to 0. So I can go anywhere on the y-axis that's 0 or larger and go to the left and get to this graph. Okay. There you go. Y such that y greater than or equals to 0. Here we go. I'm going to skip number 7. Well, no, I'm not. I would do it partially. Okay? Make that clear. So here we go. The x for the domain. Okay? I'm going to put here, I'm just highlight it. X for the domain. And a y for the range. So for the domain, I'm looking at the boundary, the left boundary, left. How far does it go left? How far does it go right? So here we have x equals. How far did I go to the left? I went to x equals -2. It just goes to -2. Then to the right, it goes to +2. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and fence it in. For the upper bound, how high does it go? What is the maximum? It's y equals 5. And how low does it go? Y equals 1. So we have here 5 and 1. So what I want you to do, because I'm not going to complete it, I want you to get your notes, and I want you to look and say, okay, I got my left boundary for x, I got my right boundary. Then just write it the way we did number 2. Okay? And now keep in mind, since everything is solid, it's going to be equals going to be included. Okay? So that means you're going to end up writing it just like this. This symbol and that symbol will go here for the domain of range. Number 8. Here we go with number 8. Do the domain. Remember, the domain is your x. The range is your y. So for this continuous function, we have those arrows. But let's do this. Okay, for the domain, I'm dropping this. For the domain, oh, we got this arrow there and an arrow there. So that means that this is going up. Here, this is what's going on. This is going up and to the right. Okay, so mean up is positive. Okay, and right is positive. Okay, so this right here is approaching